This is my football top. I play for a team called Romance FC. Midfield. I'm shit, but I don't care. I'll still turn up on a Sunday, you know what I mean?
Punk is my home. Punk is my space. Punk is a little girl with a brown face. Punk is my heart. Punk from the start. Punk was my voice when I didn't have a choice.
Hello everyone, my name's Nadia. I'm from a town called Hayes, hailing from Hayes. Does anyone know where Hayes is? Do you really, or do you just know where Heathrow is? That's where but do you know what? It's even more fucked up now, because now I live in a place called fucking Slough. And just when you thought things couldn't get any fucking worse, but the town I actually live in is Burnham, right? And it doesn't even come under Zone 6. So you have to pay like £30 to get into London. It's fucked up. But luckily, I have a day job. And it's corporate. I'm a corporate, so I'm like corporate bitch during the day and then punk musician by night. And the two just are fucked up double life. And this is why I'm like this. Because I was in Croydon Hospital earlier on selling knee braces and walker boots to the fracture clinic. And they ordered. Because I just lost some business the other day and I had to explain to my manager why. And the reason is because I didn't go into that account enough and I lost the business, but we're not going to tell my manager that. We're not. But yeah, so basically I grew up in a town called Hayes and like I was the only brown girl in my school, and I feel like a lot of South Asian people have this story where like they're the only brown person in the school, etc. And so there were like never any, there wasn't like a Spice Girl that looked like me, but I always had to be Scary Spice, even though I wanted to be Baby. And but now I'm like a combination of all of them together: sporty, baby, scary, posh, punk, and also like the white boys. Like I always fancied them, but they never fancied me back. And now I know it's because they're racist. But yeah, I fancied this boy called Tom, but Tom fancied Vicky. Anyway, and then one day a white boy did fancy me, but he gave me nits. And I wrote this song about him, and the song is called Dump Your Boyfriend, because I thought if I go out with a white boy he'll be less jealous and but he was actually really controlling and jealous and he was trying to stop me, and I couldn't have that, so we had to my friends are like, get rid of him. They will tell me to die on my boyfriend, but I can't just die on my boyfriend. Accusations for what about was untrue. Must have fallen. It is my safety blanket. Unfortunately, when we did have brown people in the mainstream and on the TV, they were brown Tories. Growing up, there were never brown girls on the telly. In comes Pretty Patel, now I wish I never had any. She's the child of an immigrant, but she hates immigrants. Leaves them banging her up on the door. She's a child of an immigrant, but she hates immigrants. Piece of paper scattered on the floor. Pretty Patel, please don't sign. You're a cold heart, it's spineless swine. Pretty Patel, please don't sign. You're a cold heart, it's spineless swine. Pretty Patel, please don't sign. You're a cold heart, it's spineless swine. Pretty Patel, please don't sign. What if it was you? What if it was you washed up on the coastline? So yeah, I used to be in a band called the Tuts. There's my fans. I've got 2 fans in the building, guys. 2 fans. Fucking love these guys. So we went on tour with Kate Nash. Does anyone know who Kate Nash is? And then we went on tour with the Specials. And it was next level. So our fan base was basically like really, really young girls and then like older fans. And they're the best fucking fans because you got the girls at the front and then you've got just like a crust of old men buying all of the merch and they love vinyl. And they'd come up to the merch table and they'd be like, have you got fat bastard size in that t-shirt? And I'd be like, we got all sizes. And I fucking loved it and I do miss them. We had no manager, no agent, nothing, but we did so well. We played Glastonbury. But I think, like, in the end, being an independent artist and, you know, doing the whole double life, the grind, all of that, it does get to you. And there's only so much you can take. And in 2019, we broke up. And that breakup was like, it actually did break me. And there are times where I still feel like I'm recovering from it because I miss my fucking band. But now I got these lot. Look at these lot. So my girl band, we were black, white, brown, so we were step up from 2-tone to 3-tone. But now we got fucking 6-tone. What's that about? Anyway, I'm just trying to stop myself from crying. But yeah, this song's called Together We Stand. Sounds a bit like this, because I do love Liam Gallagher. We fought the gaze of men were the doors who rebelled. We are a godsend. We created our own space. Let's go back and remind ourselves of why we started out in the first place. Friendship lasts forever. Together we stand for something strong. The Tuts is about friendship and having fun. Our existence in itself speaks more than anything else. Now we need some self-help. Will our friendship last forever? Together we stand for something strong. Wouldn't it be wrong if we start writing songs? Together we stand for something strong. Yeah, so now I'm a solo artist and I probably don't have much time left, but we're going to keep going. And that book, in that essay, I basically talk about like my band ending and then the healing journey that I had. But because my family are so fucked up, I don't really have like many people to talk to. Like I can't do the normal thing where people call up their mums or their dads. Like I can't do that. So I had to literally like, my healing was going to nature and talking to fucking trees. I had to talk to fucking trees because there was nobody else. But it's okay because I think being in nature and just walking and talking, even though you look crazy, it did help with my like anxiety. Although I always get attacked by white people's dogs. Maybe the dogs are racist too, they're not. Not that one up there. Definitely not that one's really lovely up there. There is a non-racist dog up there and it's a lovely dog. Right. So I've done this whole like dating. I've done the date. I tried to do the dating apps thing, but I didn't really last on there for that long. And then I went out with this fucking stoner, and that was bad. That was really bad. And then there was I'm Muslim. I went out with a Hindu boy, but his parents were just Hindu nationalists. And then who else was there? Oh fuck, you guys, this one was the worst. I was like, right, this time no stoners, like no Hindu nationalist parents. Like, I know what, I'm gonna get out with a professional. So I found a lawyer. There you go, fucking lawyer, mate. Punk rocker and a lawyer, and he was also a Labour councillor. So this was last year, guys, before we hated Labour as much as we do now. So anyway, I was like, oh, Labour councillor. But then he just was like obsessed with Labour, and at his Labour meetings, like, I was just completely neglected. Like, he just never had time for me, and then he'd come around really late at night. And I'm not going to tell you who he is, because he probably will get sacked. But like, he used to come over, and one day I smelled alcohol in his breath, and I was like, are you been drinking? And he was like, oh, I'm surprised you can smell that. That was like at lunchtime. And I was like, lunchtime? Labour councillor drinking at lunchtime? What's that about? And then one day he calls me up and he's like, oh, my car's flipped upside down. Will you come and get me? And he was on his way to mine, so he was only about 5 minutes up the road. And then when I turned up, he was surrounded by police, and they were breathalyzing him, and I got told he was twice over the limit. They took him to hospital or whatever. But yeah, anyway, I did eventually, it ended, guys, so it's fine. That ended like last year, November. And then, like, can I have the capo? Anyway, I wrote this song about him because he always used to really neglect me, so I wrote this really little sweet love song about the fucking alcoholic Labour councillor. It's hard to love when you're scared. He really upset me one night, and I was so triggered, and my friends didn't know what to do with me, so they were like, Nadia, just write a song. So I was like, all right then. So here we go. It's hard to love when you're scared. It's hard to love when you're not there. All I want is love, all I want is love, but I scream for attention. It's hard to love through my trauma, knock me out into karma. All I want is love, all I want is love, but I scream for attention. That's it. And then I fucking Googled him the other day, and he's been banned for 2 years for driving. He's been banned for 2 fucking years. So I texted him and I was like, is everything all right? You all right? Thinking that he'd be vulnerable and he'd open up, and then he texted me back going, yeah, all good. And I thought, you fucking liar, you've been banned for 2 years. But when I was, in my band that I was telling you about, I was in a long-term relationship, and this will be my final song, by the way. I was in a long-term relationship, and it was very healthy. I was with a Capricorn. Stable, reliable. What more could you want? I don't know. But sometimes, I'm sorry, Capricorns in the house. Sometimes Capricorns, I don't know, the men, they're a bit, not boring, but a tiny bit. And because I'm addicted to drama because of my trauma, sometimes you confuse the just stability with boredom, but it's not. It's very good for you, as you'll probably know. But unfortunately, at the time, I didn't. So I broke up with him. And I think I felt the pressure from his family because his sister was getting married, and his mum and sister kept putting a pressure on us to have a nikah and get married, and I was quite scared to do that. And yeah, so I broke up with him. But I miss him, and my mum reckons I should get back with him. I know. I was with my mum yesterday because she made some curry, and I take it in Tupperware because I can't take care of myself. And she said to me, she was like, you've got homework, and your homework is in the next 3 years you've got to find a man and get married. Oh, you know, Saad was my favourite. And I was like, oh shit, Saad's gone. Saad's gone. Funny enough, Zia played my husband in a film once, and I killed him with a cricket bat. Okay, This song's called I Can't Marry You. It's my last song of the night. I just wanted to say thank you for listening. And in the middle of this song, we're going to do this weird thing where we sort of swap over instruments and stuff, so bear with. And then there's a chorus, and it goes, I can't marry you. And I'd like you lot to go, I can't marry you, and do the response. So let's just try that. So, I can't marry you. And then it goes, it's not in my truth. I think, yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, I like that. Cool. You said you wanna marry me, but you never even asked. Your mum and sister cornered me when you went to have a bath. Get in a car, make it halal. But I don't really wanna end up just like my mum and dad, cause they got divorced. I'm at your sister's wedding, and I feel out of place. Everybody's here with a miserable face. What a waste of money. Your homophobic cousins aren't funny, and I don't really want to end up just like my mum and dad. And I can't marry you. It's not in my truth. And I can't admit, I can't commit, but you're forcing me away. You're forcing me to say other people anyway. We've got this weird dynamic where I'm the baby and you're the missing piece, the dad who hooked out on me. We got a lot of love, but we don't make love. I don't really want to end up just like my mum and dad, cause they got married young when my mum was 19 and sacrificed their youth to raise a family tree. And I'm so privileged, I'm living my ancestors' dreams, and I don't really want to end up just like my mum and